Hey, how y'all doing? Um, Not that long ago, I was talking about was WWE racist, and in a way, I do think WWE is racist. Back then, like we didn't have uh, a black champion. Um, like All Man Johnson was the first black intercontinental champion. But how many wrestlers was there before him? Tony Atlas, Rocky's dad. It was a whole lot of wrestlers that was there before All Man Johnson. A whole lot of black wrestlers. What's his name? The dude Funk. I forgot his name. Flash Funk. There's a whole lot of wrestlers that was there before All Man Johnson. For him to be the first black Intercontinental champion, that was in the '90s, and WWE have been around for a while. Like New Day, for example. New Day should have been something. Like you got Big E, Kofi Kingston, and Xavier Woods. Okay, so my thing is they sell a whole lot of merchandise. The fans love them. Almost all the people in the sections have their shirts. And still, they're just good for the tag team division. So they're not good for the Intercontinental belt, in which that's what most black wrestlers only get: the Intercontinental belt and United States belts. They don't get the WWE belt. And that's Vince McMahon's baby. The WWE belt is the belt. Universal belt is like, oh, here you go, shut the fuck up. Or the World Heavyweight Championship belt at the time was, oh, here you go, shut the fuck up. You're close to good, but shut the fuck up. ECW belt was just a joke. You know what I'm saying? But The Rock is the only black person, well, half black and half Hawaiian to ever hold that belt. That was black. And it was like, okay, well, we got other black talented wrestlers. Why Booker T never held that belt? Why? I'm talking about the WWE belt, not the World Championship belt, not the old WCW belt. Why? That's my dog licking the bowl. Why Mark Henry never held that belt? And it's like, let me get on another subject real quick. I mean, I'm still on the same subject, but I'm kind of switch it a little bit. Like with Booker T, for a perfect example. Booker T's been wrestling ever since the 80s, right? And so he was in WCW. I mean, this man has done remarkable things. He's been world champion 5 times in WCW and 1 time in WWE on SmackDown. He's been tag team champions 10 times, probably even more. He's been He's been television champion, United States champion. He even closed WCW with being WCW and United States champion. He never even got his own DVD. But in Randy Orton's case, Randy Orton's got his own DVD, and Randy Orton started in WWE in 2002. Even Batista, they haven't even had the long career Booker T has had, and he doesn't get a DVD. You know what I'm saying? I think that's so messed up. And like I said, there's other wrestlers, other countless wrestlers. Ron Simmons. I mean, Ron Simmons was the first African American to win a championship and still have not been glorified by WWE. Like, man, this man did something remarkable and gave him a DVD. And it's just little stuff. And like with New Day, I don't know if y'all remember, it was a while ago when New Day was on Raw. Stephanie was like, "These are going to be runner-ups for this. It's going to be a tournament." I think it was a tournament. I can't remember. I think it was a tournament. But Stephanie didn't pick none of the New Day people, and Big E would look like we already knew, you know. And it's like I was surprised. I think it was this Tuesday that Kofi was in a 4-way match to see who was going to challenge for the United States title. I was like, whoa! I was shocked. I didn't even get to see the rest of the match because I had to go to work. But I wouldn't be surprised Jinder Mahal won. But my thing is, it seems like it's not enough opportunities for black people. It's just like it is a ceiling for black people in the WWE. Now, it seems like it's no ceiling in ROH because, I mean, Jay Lethal's killing it over there. And, like, you got Bobby Lashley doing TNA. But WWE, it seems like they will hold you back. Like, Bobby Lashley, why Bobby Lashley never beat uh, John Cena for the WWE Championship belt, but he was good enough to only hold the ECW belt. And it's like you can only hold these titles, but you can't do nothing else, which is crazy. Now in Nakamura and Asuka, I'm happy for those two. Because that's cool. You changing it. You're changing. You're changing. You're thinking outside the box. It's not that Vince McMahon. Oh, just I need some heavy meat. I need some muscle bound people out here. No, Triple H is kind of changing it, and I think that's too cool. Because honestly, I think if Vince McMahon was just all over WWE except giving Triple H a chance, I don't think we would have seen AJ Styles. I don't think we would have seen Samoa Joe. Definitely not Samoa Joe. Or even Kevin Steen. I don't think we would have seen them. Honestly, I don't think we would. But if it wasn't for Triple H, I don't think we would have seen Nakamura. But for Triple H, he's kind of shifting it. But I still, like I said, with the racism part, I feel like enough black superstars don't get credit. Shelton Benjamin has done amazing things. Kofi Kingston have done amazing things. But it's like, you're only good enough to make the fans go, ooh, you're not good enough to hold a title or get some acknowledgement. Like, you'll get acknowledgement on the commentating table, but you ain't gonna get no DVD with your face on it. And I think that's pretty messed up. Like, Vince owns the WCW library. He could talk about Harlem Heat. Harlem Heat done a lot. Yes, it's not a whole lot of black wrestlers in the wrestling industry. Yes, it's not. But at the same time, you should glorify them. Like The Rock, they're gonna say The Rock has a DVD. Okay. Why Booker T don't have a DVD? And it's like, okay, why Booker T? Why Mark Henry? Mark Henry was there 97 or something like that. Why Mark Henry don't have a DVD? I mean, why Rocky Dad? Well, Rocky Dad didn't do that much, but like Ron Simmons, if anybody needs a DVD, it's Ron Simmons. And then like when Ron Simmons went to WWE, they made a fool out of him. So it's a whole lot of stuff in the WWE that makes me be like, and like New Day, like Randy Orton. I used to like Randy Orton. I thought he was a good bad guy, but my favorite bad guy in WWE is Triple H. But Randy Orton, he's my second favorite, and it's just like, oh, he's good. Sean Benjamin doing, you don't see him doing half the shit Kofi doing, and it's just like, one guy told me on Google, what did he say? He said, "You black." I'm not a racist person. I don't like racism, but if I notice something, I will say something about it. But I just think it's wrong, and I think, in all honesty, I think WWE should get everybody a chance. Everybody a chance. I was surprised that they gave Nakamura and Asuka a chance. I'm not even gonna lie. I think Triple H is behind that, but I was surprised. I was like, what? Because I was going for Nakamura, but I was like, I don't think they're gonna give it to Nakamura. I was like, oh, here comes Reigns. I like Reigns, but I'm tired of Reigns because he's boring. But when Nakamura won, I was like, whoa. And then when Asuka won, I was like, whoa. I said, Japan gonna be happy tonight. The land of the rising sun. I was surprised, but I think it's just, I think the company does show that they have some racism. I mean, they're not going to admit it. Who's going to straight up admit it? You got to be a straight idiot to sit there on $1 billion company and be like, I'm racist. You'll just be a dumbass because you'll lose so much money, so many endorsements. But you study a person's actions. And I'm looking at actions like, when this New Day gonna run for that belt? You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about hold the WWE belt. That's the belt that's on SmackDown. That's on AJ Styles' waist. Not the Universal title. That's that bullshit title. I'm talking about that WWE belt. That's the belt that's for the company. That Universal title is, just for Raw. It don't mean shit to Vince. That WWE title, that's his baby. Fuck Shane and Stephanie, that's his baby. Hold that WWE belt. And not no bullshit one day either, like Rey Mysterio, like they did to Rey Mysterio. I'm talking about hold that bitch for like at least a month. And I didn't understand why they brought MVP back just to do a segment with APA. That was stupid. But I just think this racism shit is stupid, and it is, but like they say, you can't change an ignorant person. An ignorant person stuck in their ways. A wise man would change if he knows it would benefit him or it's stupid to be a certain way. An ignorant person. I hate your color. But why would you hate someone's color? You should always judge a person by how they act. But I'm not just going to keep on rambling. Those are my thoughts. Y'all have a nice night. Let me cut this thing off. If it'll let me.